everybody, welcome to the Homestead. So what are we doing today? I'm actually on the ground. I'm working on my truck. The 4x4 pickup truck that we have here had a little malfunction underneath the drivetrain. A couple of the bolts popped out and basically left the drivetrain where it connects to the front drivetrain just flopping around. And at first, when I first heard this, I could definitely hear it when it happened. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was, and it really was just a couple of bolts I need to replace. And so that's what I'm doing today. But I thought it'd make a good video because when you're homesteading and you're trying to be as self-sufficient as possible, something like this, most people would probably just take to the local mechanic and have them fix it. And I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I have worked a lot on this truck in other vehicles, even on this Homestead, the tractor and I have a little Kia 97 Kia. And I've worked a lot on that vehicle as well. But most vehicles today, they're not really built for you to work on. They're built for you to take to the dealer because they don't want you messing with it. They want you to be able to pay the dealer to make fix-it-ups or whatever changes you want, alterations to your vehicle. And so they don't want you working on your vehicle. But these older vehicles, they're very easy to work on. And I am not a mechanic. I am a web developer by trade. That's what I went to college for. I work on computers. I develop software and graphics for software. And so when it comes to being a mechanic, I am not really, that's not really what I want to do. It's not what I have a lot of experience doing. But you know what? I'm what you call a YouTube mechanic. You can go on YouTube and search for almost any vehicle make and if you go on YouTube and search for fuel filter, 1982 Toyota, you can find somebody who can help you switch it out on YouTube. YouTube has a vast array of great mechanic channels that you can go on and find all kinds of great information on doing almost anything on a vehicle. This vehicle, we have basically have a long history of working on this vehicle and keeping it running. We switched out a fuel filter, switched out some brake pads, and a whole bunch of other things. And today I'm going to work on the drivetrain, putting in just a few bolts to get that drivetrain and getting it back to a 4x4 state. Right now it's only a two-wheel drive vehicle, but once I put these bolts back in, it'll be a four-wheel drive vehicle again. So anyway, I thought that'd be a good video for you just to kind of show you what we're doing here on the Homestead. This is something that we have to do from time to time. Work on our own vehicles. It saves us a lot of time and money to getting vehicles to a mechanic in town, which is like 20 miles away. And we learn while I'm not a mechanic, I'm more of a web developer, web guy, computer guy. It develops an additional skill that I didn't have before in working on vehicles and learning how they run. And I can begin to, as I learn more about the vehicle, I can begin to decipher problems and see problems with a vehicle and just be an overall better homesteader and more self-reliant because I can work on these vehicles myself. And so anyway, it's a skill you have to learn sometimes, and if it ever comes down to it, when you have to do it, you'll know a little bit about your vehicles. So anyway, let me go ahead and give you a closer look at what we're doing here, and you can see what is the issue and how I'm going to fix it. So you can see right here, this is the drivetrain, and it basically, the bolts popped out of it, and it just basically was flopping around in here. And I need to go ahead and put the bolts back in there, and there, and there, all four bolts. And so I got some bolts from the local auto parts store that were case hardened, that are built for Toyotas and Asian vehicles. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop those in there, and I think we'll be back in business. Okay, there we go. It's back and working again. It's all connected. Everything is good. I can now go ahead and lock the wheel hubs back into four-wheel drive position. And we now have, again, a four-wheel drive vehicle on the Homestead. So anyway, yeah, be your own Homestead mechanic. It's what you're going to have to do sometimes, especially if you're going to be self-sufficient. Try to learn as many things as possible and try to rely on the world as least as you can, as least as possible. And so that means developing new skills when it comes to either animals, raising animals, or fixing vehicles, or growing a garden, or whatever it could possibly be. But you need to be able to do things on your own and rely on people as least as possible, so that you can benefit just from learning all these skills and then passing those skills that you learn onto the younger generations. All right, that's it. We'll see you next time on the Homestead.
If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button below the video. It really makes creating these videos worthwhile. If you want to make sure to never miss a new video, be sure to click the subscribe button. Now you can get your homesteading questions answered. Visit us at our contact page on anamericanhomestead.com and send us your questions. Maybe we'll pick your question for a future video or article on our website.